One of the best things about Kingdom Hearts is the ability to venture into different Disney worlds, each with their own unique feel and music from the movies or original compositions. Worlds like Tarzan's Deep Jungle, Aladdin's Agrabah, or even Halloween Town. But some worlds are more fun or interesting than others. So today I'm counting down my least favorite Kingdom Hearts 1 maps. And I'm not going to be including 100 Acre Wood because it's more of a minigame pit stop that feels like its own thing against the bigger story at large. Anyways, let's get into it. I never really liked Neverland, to be honest. Sure, it's fun being able to fly and glide around, the Sora Shadow boss fight is pretty cool, and having Peter Pan as a buddy during this world is sick to see. But most of the level is stuck on Captain Hook's ship, with the latter section being Big Ben, where the keyhole is at, and also where the secret boss battle with the Phantom is at. So aesthetically, it isn't very appealing. Also, the flying mechanic is kinda wonky in Kingdom Hearts 1. Actually, the whole combat system of Kingdom Hearts is kinda wonky if I'm honest, but it ain't that hard to get used to. The music is okay, kinda reminds me of old Donkey Kong 64 music in a way, and the level has some nice combat sections, with the highlights being the battle against Shadow Sora and the final battle against Captain Hook, where you use the flying mechanic, and the secret boss battle against the Phantom is pretty cool, and challenging on Final Mix if underleveled. But again, the world itself doesn't feel like a Peter Pan level. It's just a boat and Big Ben. No island, no Lost Boys, seems kind of bland for a Peter Pan world in my opinion. Still fun to fly with Tinkerbell and Peter Pan though.
Not really a world, more like a setting. It's only one location with 3 sections. The outside of the main building, the inside where you talk to Phil and view your trophies and seal the keyhole, and the main tournament stage where you fight waves of enemies to get trophies, items, and other junk. Plus, this is one of the few worlds in the game where you actually have to come back every once in a while during your playthrough to collect the different Trinity marks. Like I said, it's kinda weird that this world is just a tournament, but it's still pretty fun to fight in. After trying out the different cups, every few waves or final waves will be a boss fight between different characters you met along the way, like Cloud, Squall, Hades, to even Hercules himself, because why not? The setting is kinda dull, but the tournament itself is fun to fight in, and can be challenging as hell if you're underleveled, especially in Final Mix, where even the Titans come to wreck your shit. Plus the world theme music is annoyingly earwormy. It's one of the few world themes that always gets stuck in my head. It's super simple, but it just gets stuck in my head so much. I sometimes hum it when I'm playing other worlds. Not a bad world, but not one I usually like to return to because of how little there is to actually do in it. First thing I want to say about this world is, I love the way it looks. Sure, the flat, boxy look of the first main forest section is obviously not a looker, but the various weird things like the plants that want elixirs and potions, the fruit and drink that makes you shrink and grow, and the different doors or paintings that lead you to different areas of the map you've previously been to feels like Wonderland. But that's about it. The boxy look of everything is just bland to look at. It's the one world that makes you look at the background and see that, yeah, I'm just playing a game, because the skybox is just visible. The characters don't feel as strong as they were in the original movie either. The level itself feels like it just drags along slowly while you go around looking for evidence to clear Alice's name. Even the boss battle is kinda lame, where you have to continuously jump to reach his hitbox and stand on top of a table to get a good, even level to cast magic and hit him. And even then, sometimes the fucker will just chill out at a distance and start hurling fireballs at you. He's one of the most annoying bosses in this game, I think, just because of the way you fight him. All in all, this level is such a sloggy, bland mess that I usually end up playing it first to get it out of the way quicker. Which sucks because I love the movie Alice in Wonderland, so to see one of the more colorful Disney worlds get made into this boxy, bland, almost lifeless and colorless 3D makeover, it's kind of painful, man. If you ever wanted to be both A, bored of a level within the first few minutes, or B, wondered what living inside MC Escher's relatively lithograph would be like in video game form, well, have I got a level for you. Nah, but honestly, this level is shit. The level is, if it ain't obvious, centered around Pinocchio, and the scene where him and Geppetto get sucked into Monstro, and try to figure out a way to escape. You can easily get lost in this level because of genuine loss of direction or sheer boredom. Various chambers litter Monstro's guts as you try to find your way through this labyrinthian level of hell. All the while, this music is constantly playing in the background that is easily one of the most forgettable world theme tracks in the game to me. It's nicely composed, sure, but it's just boring to listen to on loop for too long. And man, will you listen to this track for a while. The enemies range from fat bastards to floaty lightning casters to skeletons of dead people that probably perished inside of one of Monstro's stomach holes. Kinda dark when you think about it. And I think the worst part, aside from the level design, is the boss battle. Cause holy shit, Pinocchio never shuts the fuck up. And the Parasite Cage is a bastard on higher difficulties too. Not because he's hard, but because he uses some cheap ass attacks, like a poison breath and a charge attack that can kill you in one hit if you're underleveled, especially on proud mode. All in all, this level is just boring as fuck. The music is unmemorable. Well, actually, it might be the most memorable just because it's going to be playing for 40 minutes while you mess around and figure out where you are. And Pinocchio's bitch ass makes the boss fight one of the worst boss fights in the game. Should've just let him rot in there, to be honest. At least in Monstro's level, you can move around and jump. Here, you're just stuck with these wonky-ass swimming controls. Okay, I mean, they aren't the worst thing I've ever had to play around with, but this shit is far from smooth, okay? A level based off one of my all-time favorite Disney movies with a wide-open ocean and caverns to explore. This should be fun. But nah, you just get boring-looking crevices, annoying jet stream teleports, and useless-ass King Triton and Sebastian. Oh, and Flounder, I guess. I'll get what I like about this level out of the way real quick. I like some of the Heartless designs in this one. The huge-ass fish with dangling Heartless spearmen looks cool, and being able to travel into Ursula's base was sick. Plus, the combat music is surprisingly upbeat and fun to listen to. Kinda reminds me of being back on Destiny Island, combating against Waka and Titus and shit. And unlike the Colosseum world, being able to traverse around the sunken ship and Ariel's grotto was a nice addition for the fans of the movie. But that's about all the praise I can give it. Everything else is just boring. For some reason, even with all the arrows and whatever pointing where to go, I get lost. And the only reason I do get lost is because I get bored very quickly with the layout of the level. I'll just be fighting some enemies for a while, then completely forget what I was doing, trying to harvest some gems and shit for synthesis, and just zoning out way too much. Add in the wonky combat and swimming controls, and you have a contender for the worst Kingdom Hearts level ever made. Even the second game's Atlantica is just a fucking mini-game going through what you basically did in Kingdom Hearts 1, just with some added original songs. Sorry y'all, but this one is just no. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and as always, have yourself a damn good one.